What's going on, guys? Bengal King here, coming back at you with another video today, doing another realistic rebuild of the Indianapolis Colts. Of course, if you'd like to see the fantasy style of the Colts that already went up, it was the Andrew Luck retires rebuild. And of course, Andrew Luck is retired. They've been rocking with Jacoby Brissett and Brian Hoyer when Jacoby Brissett is injured. And as I record this, the Colts just got off of being absolutely annihilated and humiliated by the New Orleans Saints. And they have proven to be a very, very poor team. We're going to do our best to rebuild them, and that probably means getting a new quarterback, although Jacoby Brissett is a monster in simulation for some reason usually, although I'm sure as soon as I take over the Colts, we're going to be terrible, because that's the way that this happens to go. If you guys are new here, I would appreciate hitting that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and hear a quick word from one of my favorite sponsors. Yes, the holiday season is officially back. So we are in full swing here in December, and that means I am sponsored by one of my favorite companies to work with in Manscaped. They are an essential grooming service that you absolutely have to try out if you do not already. Of course, they feature the Lawnmower 2.0, which is an incredible, very safe razor, electric trimmer. You will never cut yourself, guaranteed. You got the Crop Preserver. It's a ball deodorant. You're going to use deodorant under your arms. Why not use it on an even more disgusting part of your body? The Crop Cleanser, awesome hair and body wash. Would very much highly recommend it. And the Plow 2.0 for sensitive areas. And of course, when you shave downstairs, makes the Christmas tree look bigger. And speaking of shaving, Manscaped is also shaving prices because you get 20% off when you use code BENGAL20 at checkout with 2 free gifts. Treat yourself this holiday season. Your balls will thank you. Okay, here we are in week 16, of course, simulating using the real-life rosters. It just dumps us off right at week 14. And if you look at the offensive line, it's phenomenal. Anthony Costanzo is good. Quentin Nelson is amazing. Ryan Kelly's very good. Mark Lewinsky's all right. And Braden Smith is very good as well. These are all guys that we don't need to replace. Maybe Mark Lewinsky, 27 years old, only a 74 overall. But it's not a huge need. And at tight end, Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle, Mo Alley-Cox. It's a fine group of 3. Probably don't even need Jack Doyle. But we're fine to keep both of those guys until one of those contracts that's expiring. T.Y. Hilton has Superstar X Factor, which I wonder when that happened. I don't think that's been that way forever. Devin Funchess in here as well as star development. I'm going to move Paris Campbell up to 3. I'd rather have him than Chester Rogers or Zach Pascal. At running back, we have Marlon Mack, who's good. Nyheim Hines, who's a fine backup. And then at quarterback, I think that's a position we're going to look to improve in the draft for sure, as I'm not sure Jacoby Brissett can get it done, and I'm confident Brian Hoyer and former Mr. Irrelevant and constant fuck-up Chad Kelly cannot get it done. When you look at the defensive side of the ball, it's not that good. I don't think that's saying too much. I like Malik Hooker a lot. And at cornerback, you got Pierre Desir, Kenny Moore, who's a really good nickel corner, Rock Ya-Sin, who was a big physical cornerback coming out of Temple that just seems like makes a lot of sense going to the Colts. Also have a former top pick, Quincy Wilson. I feel like he was either late first or early second, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know that he snuck into the first round, but he was definitely one of the top 2 rounds, as he was taken in the second round, pick 14. So early to middle second round pick. Hasn't really developed all that much, and might look to move on. Marvell Tell, we had maybe some potential there. George Odom, free safety, not that great. But Kari Willis has some potential. He was really good at Michigan State, and already up to a 74 overall in just his rookie season after being he definitely did not get drafted in the top 3 rounds. Maybe he was a 4th or 5th round pick. Probably 5th round, right? He was 4th round pick. Okay, so top of the 4th round. Not too bad. Not too bad for Kari Willis, having a pretty good season. Apparently up to a 74. And then at linebacker, it is bad. Got Bobby Okereke, who I'm going to start at right outside linebacker. Matthew Adams is only 23. And there's some potential there, but I would probably rather have Bobby Okereke play that position. We could always change from a 4-3 later, depending on how the personnel changes. But Okereke's got some really good potential. He was such a beast at Stanford. And who knows how he'll continue to develop in the NFL, but his overall goes up to a 73. Got Anthony Walker Jr., Darius Leonard, who's very, very good. I don't know what we're going to do quite yet with Kamoko Toure. has some potential. On the defensive line, we need to improve greatly. Jabal Sheard is a good player. Justin Houston's a good player, but these guys are getting older. Justin Houston particularly getting older, but Jabal Sheard is 30. Like, he's going to regress pretty heavily. Justin Houston, same deal. He's going to regress heavily. Danico Autry, only a 76 overall. And the reason I say particularly Jabal Sheard, he's only an 81 overall. So maybe we'll go Kemoko Toure sooner rather than later. They took Ben Banogu pretty high, but there's not really much going on there because he's only a 70 overall, normal development. He is a rookie. There's not too much there right now. We'll have to see how things develop. It is only the first season, so nothing's going to happen right now. The stats are what they are, but we're going to go ahead and load in the file. That's the difference between the realistic rebuilds and the fantasy style mainly. Everything in the realistic playlist, by the way, or the rebuild playlist, I should say. But we're going to go ahead and load in the 2020 NFL draft class. And what position do we really need to focus on? Defensive line, probably more than anything. Could use some more playmakers on offense, quarterback, those type of things. It depends who's available, I guess. So Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle, Anthony Costanzo, Jabal Sheard, Devin Funchess, all free agents. Adam Vinatieri as well. Hall of Fame career, arguably the best kicker ever, probably the best kicker ever. Not so good this season, and he's 46. So we're going to go ahead and not look to re-sign him. I want to bring back Eric Ebron. How expensive is Jack Doyle going to be for a backup tight end? Too expensive is the answer. I want to bring back Anthony Costanzo. I don't care about Jabal Sheard. I want to bring back Eric Ebron. But Anthony Costanzo, he's going to start to regress, but I think he's a high enough overall where it really won't matter. We're only giving him a 2-year deal anyway. This is not really that bad for a player of his caliber right now. And I didn't really think he would ever develop into being a very good player. He was kind of looking like he was like bordering middling average forever. And then he's up to an 85 overall now. So good for Anthony Costanzo. I feel like I'm saying Anthony so strangely. I'm just like mumbling through it each time. But I will give Eric Ebron a big contract extension. Another guy who was looking like a bust with the Lions. Terrible. Then he goes to the Colts. He kind of turns his career around. So shout out to Eric Ebron. Jack Doyle's a good player too, but he's just older, and I just don't see him being an impact playmaker for us in the future. It's a backup tight end. They're not really used too much in simulation. It's just not worth the money. Devin Funchess wouldn't be the worst to bring back, except he's just a little bit too expensive. For only 3 years, I don't really mind it, though. So, Devin Funchess, do you want to return to Indianapolis? Well, there's your answer. No, he doesn't. Jack Doyle's 30, down at 83 overall. Jabal Sheard, 31, down to a 79. I'm just not interested. So, sorry. They're going to go. Here we are in the draft, picking at number 13 overall. Redskins hold the number 1 overall pick. That's very strange. I guess they must have lost out and the Bengals actually decided to win some games because they're picking at number 3. That is interesting. It'd be cool. It'd be neat if the draft shaped up like this. I wouldn't want it to. I need the Bengals to have the first pick and take a QB, and then the Giants to be at number 2 and Chase Young to be in the draft. But we'll simulate to number 13, see what is available. If Derek Brown falls to 13, which he won't, that'd be awesome. Justin Herbert to the Jags, that'd be really interesting. I'm really excited for the draft, man. It's always exciting to see what could happen. Just, so much potential for it. And what do we want to take? We're good on the offensive line. CeeDee Lamb is there. That's tough to pass up on. Laviska Shenault. What do we want to do? I don't know. Let's think about it. Darius Leonard is up to superstar development, by the way. That is really, really good. Pierre Desir, just because he's getting older, is probably going to move down to our 3rd cornerback just because he's regressing. I want Rock Ya-Sin to play a little bit more. And I don't know what to do in the draft, man, because there's 2 schools of thought for me when drafting. There's one, what's realistic for the team to actually take? And there's 2, okay, I make YouTube videos. I got to have a name of the player in the title. That generates clicks. That's my job. So when some people say like, "Oh, don't spoil the pick in the title," it's 1 pick, man, and it's for immersion and realism factor. So I kind of have to put a player who I draft in the title. So I don't want to draft the same player to multiple teams. That's a thing. But also, sometimes you got to take your team needs and you got to see what's available. AJ Epineza is a really, really good player. Could take a linebacker, Dylan Moses, Kenneth Murray, both available. I don't really want to take receiver, even though like Laviska Shenault Henry Ruggs, CeeDee Lamb, all here. But I think, oh, I've already taken Laviska Shenault when I did the Eagles rebuild. Henry Ruggs was the Bears. CeeDee Lamb was the Ravens. I don't know. I mean, I think I might go AJ Epineza, who I'm sure I've drafted before, but I think he's the best player at a position of need. So I'm going to go AJ Epineza. 77 overall, ranked number 7 in the class. We took him at 13. Star or better development, 83 power moves, 78 speed, 86 strength, 82 block shed. I think a number of people in the comment section would have probably wanted me to take a player like CeeDee Lamb. He's a receiver. He's exciting. And I like that, but I just can't do that here. It's two things clashing. So I don't go with the exciting pick in this case. Although Henry Ruggs is here. And in the second round, it's kind of like anything goes. So I might take him. Patty Fisher's here. We do need linebacker. Jonathan Grenard. We could go with Jonathan Grenard. Javon Kinlaw. That's going to be the pick. Javon Kinlaw. We need defensive tackle, and we get one. Ranked at number 36 in the class. We took him at 33. Star better development. Only 74 overall, but as you can see, really, really good. A lot of potential here. 86 strength, 82 block shed, 85 power moves, 82 finesse moves. He's got a lot going on. Really, really good interior presence. Maybe we'll even be the first defensive tackle off the board in real life. And Henry Ruggs probably will be available at 13 as T. Higgins goes. So Henry Ruggs could be an option for us here. He still is available, as are the top running backs in the class: DeAndre Swift, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, which means Chuba Hubbard and J.K. Dobbins are probably all available as well. Although I don't see J.K. Dobbins. Ooh, he might have been drafted. Interesting. We don't need a running back, though, is the thing. Henry Ruggs. He's so good. I want to take him. I just don't want to make every rebuild feel the same, you know? I'm actually going to go quarterback. Ooh. Hold on. Maybe I don't. Maybe I take Jalen Hurts. Maybe this will be the Jalen Hurts rebuild. That would be an interesting storyline. I'm going to take Henry Ruggs. He's too good to not take. 75 overall, star better development. We took him at he's ranked number 20. We took him at 45. He's just so good. And these players stick around. I might have to change up the order a lot just to make sure these guys go off the board earlier. But who knows? In the third, we might be looking QB. I don't know. All right, we're going to take Jalen Hurts here. Welcome to the Colts, Jalen Hurts. He's only a 67 overall, normal development, but there could be some potential here. Him being a mobile-style quarterback, maybe it brings something interesting in simulation that we haven't seen before. So we got something there, maybe. I think we're going to start him just to see what happens. We'll also go KJ Hill here in the fourth. 71 overall, but star or better development as we continue to revamp this offense. We've taken a lot of offense. KJ Hill's a good player. It's so tough to make these receivers worse in the draft class because they're still so good, but it's like the deepest receiving class ever because there's so many guys that have that first round potential. Because you could talk about, guys near the top end that are almost certainly going to go first round in Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb. And I think they 99% will, but you never know. Huge injury before the draft, or maybe one of them's a murderer. I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. But and then there are guys near the bottom end that could definitely be first round picks, like Justin Jefferson out of LSU, Gabriel Davis out of UCF, maybe Antonio Gandy Golden out of Liberty as a dark horse. There's so many different options of players that could sneak into the first round because there are so many good receivers. Devontae Smith out of Alabama, Jalen Reagor out of TCU. I mean, I could actually go on and on and on and on and on. Henry Ruggs, just out of players we took in this. So, I mean, there's a lot of potential. Jalen Hurts is going to be the starting quarterback, by the way. And KJ Hill is going to play over Paris Campbell. Paris Campbell had star development. It's a different story, but he doesn't. So we're not going to worry about it. Defensively, Darius Leonard up to superstars big. We have Javon Kinlaw. We have AJ Epineza. This was a really, really good draft for us. And I got to put Jalen Hurts' name in the title just because that's a big name. Even if I don't think he's going to be a good NFL QB, he's a big name. That's how this YouTube thing works. You gotta try and get the views, and it's not clickbaiting because he's going to be in the video. But sometimes you got to do things for viewership and subscriber growth. And I really would wish you hit the subscribe button if you didn't. And I know I don't usually talk about the behind the scenes stuff ever, or the thought process behind certain moves. But at the end of the day, like, this is my main source of income. So I have to think about it as a job, at least a little bit. It's responsible to do that, even if I am having a great time, just shooting the shit on Madden. It is I have a blast doing it, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Why would Darius Leonard be a rush end? I feel like this happened last time. That makes no sense. He's not even good at that. I know he's not a cover guy either, but why would he be a rush end? Like, I get that AJ Epineza could be good in that role. Kamoko Toure is going to be a rush end for us. I guess we'll have AJ Epineza and Javon Kinlaw up the middle. My sub linebacker is going to be Darius Leonard. This game is weird sometimes, man. We are starting a lot of rookies. Henry Ruggs, KJ Hill counts, Jalen Hurts. Defensively, Javon Kinlaw, AJ Epineza. So many rookies are getting a lot of playing time. We'll have to see if the gamble pays off. Hopefully we're successful. Oh, hold on. Do I have Justin Houston as a rush end? It should be Justin Houston and Kamoko Toure, and then AJ Epineza and Javon Kinlaw up the middle. Did I have that? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I don't want to be weird, because sometimes the game just doesn't put your best players in the specialist area where they should be, and you're like, what's going on here? But no, I think they are. O-line training boost. We don't need D-line. D-line is the move. We have 2 rookies on the D-line. Definitely want to improve them. And hopefully Jalen Hurts goes off. He's got some weapons. It's time to win Rookie of the Year. Go out and get it. Midseason mark. We are 3-4. Currently very much in play for the AFC South title. Titans 4-3. Texans 4-3. Jags 3-5. We sit right in the middle. And again, we're in great position to win. Even with a bad record right now. It's not terrible. It's just not great. T.Y. Hilton, Ryan Kelly, I want returning. Marlon Mack, same deal. Jacoby Brissett can walk. Quincy Wilson can walk. Justin Houston's the weird one. I'd give you 2 years. He wants 2 years. Okay, cool. He's going to regress in front of us. Can I improve the bonus? I mean, I guess I could. You mean, may you? It doesn't sound good at all. Ryan Kelly's going to get a contract extension for sure. 4 years sounds pretty good for him. He returns. And T.Y. Hilton, he's expensive, but he's also good still. He's going to regress, but he's a staple of the Colts, man. I'm going to bring him back. One of the most underrated receivers of the 2010s without question. I bet if you pulled up the stats, I bet T.Y. Hilton is in the top 10 in receiving yards for the 2010s. I'm going to test that theory. I wonder if I can look it up. T.Y. Hilton currently is at number 8 in receiving yards of the 2010s. In case you guys are curious, the list goes Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Larry Fitzgerald, Demaryius Thomas at 4, which is not one that I would have guessed, but good for Demaryius Thomas. That's super shocking, but when you play the whole decade, it makes sense. A.J. Green at 5, DeAndre Hopkins at 6, T.Y. Hilton at 8. I skipped Calvin Johnson for some reason at 7. Deshaun Jackson at 9, and Brandon Marshall at 10. Also, T.Y. Hilton, Ryan Kelly, Marlon Mack, all return. Justin Houston obviously wants a bigger bonus, as we saw, but I don't care about giving him one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's going to regress to an 82, maybe? We made the playoffs. 9-7 under Jalen Hurts. He's the real deal. Clearly. There's no other explanation. It's all Jalen Hurts. He should have won the Heisman every year. Oh my God, his numbers are ridiculous. He threw for 40 touchdowns, 9 picks, almost 4,000 yards. Those are ridiculous numbers, to be fair. Jacoby Brissett, 7 for 7. That's interesting. Rushing, Marlon Mack at over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, only averaged 3.7 yards per carry, though. Jalen Hurts on the ground had 159 yards on 45 attempts, 2 touchdowns receiving. Henry Ruggs almost at 1,000 yards, but 11 touchdowns. T.Y. Hilton at 10 touchdowns. KJ Hill at, did I say T.Y. Hill? T.Y. Hill, 10 touchdowns. KJ Hill, 7 touchdowns. Defensively, Darius Leonard had an unbelievable season. 112 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, and an interception. Sacks, 12 for the rookie AJ Epineza, 8 for Kamoko Toure, 7.5 for Justin Houston, 3 picks for Kenny Moore led the way. Really good stuff here. We got to win Rookie of the Year, for sure. Jalen Hurts is even gathering MVP votes. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts at 6. Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt. Darius Leonard. No, it's A.J. Epineza at 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year had to be Jalen Hurts. Henry Ruggs at 5. K.J. Hill at 8. Oh, we even have somebody at 10. Jared Pinkney, the tight end. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to A.J. Epineza. Yeah, we cleaned up. Javon Kinlaw at 10, but whatever. I mean, we were really unbelievable. Shout out Jalen Hurts. I can't believe he was so ridiculous his rookie season as a nothing overall. Maybe Colts playbook is OP. Maybe Colts playbook is super overpowered. That's the only explanation. I don't know what else would do it. He better go up to star development. He's a 74 overall. We've got a good team here. Offensive line's crazy. Quentin Nelson playing up to a 98. +1 morale gets him there. Epineza has superstar development. Javon Kinlaw at star only, but that's still pretty good. Star, I mean, it's no superstar, which is no superstar X Factor, but it's pretty good. And in the first round of the playoffs, we got the wild card against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll see if we can move past them and duck Hodges or whoever their quarterback happens to be at this time. And we do. We win by a field goal, 20-17. And we face the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Bills will probably make it to the Super Bowl. Probably the next year, too. And maybe the year after that. And the year after that. Will they win any of them? No. But they're probably gonna beat us here. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. They do. 35-21. It is what it is. We did really, really well considering that was a big rebuilding year, playing with a lot of rookies who haven't developed very much at all. Justin Houston is here, as the Bills were in the Super Bowl. I wonder if they managed to win. Justin Houston's down to an 83. I would still give him a 2-year deal. I'll just have to sweeten the bonus a little bit. It's pretty expensive for Justin Houston, but it's fine for 2 years. Jacoby Brissett, no. Danico Autry, Quincy Wilson, Marcus Hunt, no, no, no. 84 overall. Show me star development for Jalen Hurts. It better be star. It better be. He doesn't go up. How is that possible? How is it possible you win Offensive Rookie of the Year and you don't go up in a development trait? It's a lie. We're playing up with morale, so he only goes up to a 74. Let's get Field General going so we can actually increase his throwing attributes. Please, how does that sound? There we go. +1 throw power. All right, he's going to be chasing 90. Oh, he's got 90 now. He's the future, clearly. And then defensively, any changes? A.J. Epineza and Darius Leonard both go up to Superstar X Factor. Unreal. Epineza is going to be disgusting. He's got unstoppable force. His head looks way too small for his body. I don't know if his shoulder pads are too ridiculously big, and that's why. But either way, I mean, he's almost at a 90 after just one season. And I know you're 85 is almost 90. Yeah, whatever. Morale confused me. Darius Leonard is almost up to a 90 for real. Bobby Okereke now has star development. I don't know if he did last year. I don't think so. But that's definitely a player we want to keep around now. These development increases have been big, but we didn't get them for the right players, really. I needed Jalen Hurts to get it. We have a lot of money, though. What do we need to improve? Right guard. Ooh, Laramie Tunsil's here. Anthony Costanzo's old. I'm in on Laramie Tunsil for real. Let's get him. Okay, big free agency for us as we bring in Laramie Tunsil and Raekwon McMillan. So we get a really talented linebacker up the middle. However, I think what I might opt to do is instead of having Raekwon McMillan play middle linebacker, I'll kick him outside and push Darius Leonard inside to play middle linebacker, just because he's a higher overall in general. And I think he can be maybe more impactful in that role. So I think Darius Leonard's going to play middle linebacker. Raekwon McMillan's overall should jump slightly. Goes up to an 82. Now Darius Leonard's probably will go down. It might not, but it probably will. He's just so close to an ability slot at 90 overall, and you're like, why would you potentially make him go down in overall? He's going to get it anyway. Like, it's just whether he gets it this season or next season, it's going to happen. His progression is not just going to halt, even if he goes down to an 87 overall, which it might not even. 88. So he's so close. It doesn't really matter. I just think he's going to be more influential at that inside linebacker spot. And I know my voice kind of was weird when I said one of the words. I don't even remember. But we need defensive tackle in the draft. Tyquan Lewis, not really what we want there. Potentially a safety. Auto-generated draft classes now, so we'll see what's there. Right guard still. And then we don't really even need receiver, but if there's a great one, I won't hesitate. I'll probably hesitate, but I will think about it. I'll hesitate heavily. What do I mean? All I do is hesitate. I'll probably trade down. I'll do whatever I usually do. 5th-year option on Quentin Nelson, absolutely. Gotta love when a tight end goes number 1 overall. You know what they say, those Cardinals are one of the best well-run organizations in sports. How else would you take a quarterback in the first round in back-to-back drafts? Picking at number 25 overall, we'll see what we can do here in the draft. I don't know why I just turned into a very toned-down version of Harry Carey. 25 overall, not good. But Bobby Grove looks like he could be pretty good. I would say he's the eventual replacement to Justin Houston. Bobby Grove out of UConn. Welcome to the Colts. He is a 75 overall, number 11 in the class. We took him at 25. Star, better development. I'd say that's an excellent pick. He's got he's pretty well rounded, decent pass rusher. His best part is being balanced, and I'll take that star, better development. He's probably gonna have to start year 1. Oh, and we have Kamoko Ture at the other dude. Yeah, we really needed that. We need edge rushers even more than I thought. And sure, AJ Epineza could fill that role. As they go, Lee Espinoza, which is not quite what I said. I said Epineza. I can't even say it now after seeing the name Espinoza. Trading a 2 and a 3 as well as Tyquan Lewis to the Raiders for a 1st and a 2nd next year. I think it's pretty good value on both sides. You're getting a young defensive tackle with potential. I just don't think he's the future of the defensive tackle position on this Indianapolis Colts team. I would rather slide AJ Epineza over and have him rock with Javon Kinlaw, with Justin Houston coming off the edge, Kamoko Ture coming off the edge, the edge rusher we drafted in this round, in this draft coming off the edge, or potential for another defensive tackle who is not available. Why are you gone? You shouldn't be. Supposed to go at the end of the 5th round, and he is gone. But here's another defensive tackle, 2nd round potential. Maybe there's something there. 69 overall. Yeah, sure, he's nice, but he's not amazing. Ranked number 43. We took him at a 121. Now his attributes are pretty good. Awareness and play rec are pretty high. Play rec is particularly nice. Speed isn't bad. Finesse moves is high. Block shot high. Strength is a little low. But overall, I mean, he's not bad at all. I would almost rather have him than Tyquan Lewis. I might start him just because there's a lot of potential there in terms of his technical ability already in place. So this will be the team for this season. Some guys are still playing up on morale. I really wouldn't worry about it too much. That's the offense. I moved Anthony Costanzo over to right guard. AJ Epineza is going to play defensive tackle for us. We're going to start Grove at left end just because I feel like he has a lot of potential there, only 22 years old. Really liked his abilities. I think he could be a really good player for us. It's playing down for morale. I don't know why. Justin Houston still coming off the edge. Javon Kinlaw. I mean, it's a good combo. Rocky Sin's going to be our 2nd corner. Still could improve at that position. We need a kicker, but CPU will sign one. And then in specialist, this is what I'm talking about. Why would Grove not be a rush right end, but Jerry Green is one? Is that a joke? Why would that be a thing that we would do? Why would that happen? Oh, we're 8-0. Okay. That's probably the shock of my entire lifetime. We are undefeated. How? I'm excited, but confused. Is Colts playbook really the glitch out here? Sure seems like it. Jalen Hurts is not going up in overall, really. Actually, you guys, morale's down, so he's gone up 2. He's up to a 77. Jalen Hurts is the truth, dude. Defensively, Grove only has star. Epineza's near 90. Darius Leonard's almost at 90. How are we 8-0? That's just... that's crazy. Because I've had so many better teams in this. Yet this is the team that's undefeated through 8 games. Wild. A lot of free agents. Costanzo can go at this point. Desir can go. Nyheim Hines I do want to bring back. Malik Hooker, Braden Smith, Darius Leonard. Want to bring all those guys back as well. Nyheim Hines wants a higher salary. You're going to be a backup running back. Take what I'm giving you. All right, well, Nyheim Hines did not accept. Didn't go after Anthony Costanzo. Anthony. Why can I not say it? Anthony. Didn't go after Anthony Costanzo. Malik Hooker, Braden Smith, Darius Leonard. Those 3 re-signed. So I would hope we'd have a first-round bye. And we won Week 17 We could be undefeated, although there's no way. 14-2 is still a pretty incredible record, though. Jalen Hurts had a great season. Gotta love those numbers. Almost 4,000 yards again. 36 touchdowns, only 7 picks. Rushing. Marlon Mack got even more touches. I think it was like 275. He had 13 touchdowns, though. T.Y. Hilton over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. K.J. Hill, 8 touchdowns. Henry Ruggs was super disappointing. That's no good. And see, this is why like Madden Sim is so bad, is because 3 receivers caught passes on the entire team. So what's the point to have more than 3 receivers on the team? Why would you pay more than 3 if only 3 are going to play? Backup tight end plays a little bit, not that much. Third running back plays a little bit, not that much, which is probably as it should be. But they would get more than 4 touches, I guarantee you that. And the third tight end even plays more than a 4th receiver. You show me a team in NFL history where only 3 receivers caught passes. I mean, I'll show you a liar. It doesn't exist. There's no way. Darius Leonard, great season. Nice. How many sacks do we have here? 18.5 for Justin Houston, 14.5 for Epineza up the middle. This team is a joke. Oh my goodness, Colts playbooks are OP. That's the answer. You want to be successful, you got to go Colts playbook. Clearly, I mean, the defense was amazing. The offense was really, really good. The Bulls are a team now, okay. Sure they are. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts at 6. Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt. Justin Houston at 2. A.J. Epineza at 3. Defensive Rookie or Offensive Rookie of the Year. Why would defense be first? I've done how many of these and I just said defense? Don't worry about it. No Colts. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bobby Grove, though. Alan Dillard at number 9. Sure. Or maybe it's just Jalen Hurts. Maybe Jalen Hurts is so good that I actually cannot believe it. What else could it be? We've never had this type of success really before. I mean, maybe sometimes, but like this is obscene. And this is what I expect every time I do a rebuild when I build a God squad, but still, I mean, you can't really over stress and exaggerate how well we're doing. It's so encouraging to see because it's never happened. I know next season we're going to be back down to earth. We're going to be terrible. But for right now, it's like, we're going up. Doing well. Darius Leonard, A.J. Epineza, both over 90 overall, or 90 overall or higher. Grove only star, but I mean, there's potential for these guys to go up. There really is. I'm so excited. Let's simulate past the Browns. Let's beat them, please. Yes, 28-14. We win by 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. And now we have the Baltimore Ravens. Now, what's fun about this is the Colts. I don't know if you guys knew this. It's like, we know they used to play in Baltimore. Whatever. The Colts did used to play in Baltimore, and the Ravens, of course, would become, or are Baltimore now, as the Browns moved to Baltimore. Isn't that weird? And then the Browns became a team again. It's not like the Colts moved to Indianapolis and the Ravens just took over. The Colts were in Baltimore, and then like overnight, I mean, there's just, you guys got to look into it. The story of the Colts is very, very funny. Like the Colts, Ravens, and Browns, that kind of 3-team trio where they're all linked. But yeah, we have the Ravens in the conference championship. Let's go ahead and see if we beat them to advance to the Super Bowl, and we do. Oh man, and it's a sick game. Someone say rematch? Colts Saints? So in case you guys didn't want to look into it, by the way, the exact story is in 1984, Bob Irsay, of course, Jim Irsay's dad, owner of the Baltimore Colts, moved the team to Indianapolis without any sort of public announcement. They hired movers to pack up the team offices, and in the middle of the night, they left. It's so funny. And then the Browns would become the Ravens, and the Browns came back. But so funny. However, in Super Bowl 50... just 40 what? Super Bowl 40 something. Why can I not get a number? XLIV is 44. Is Super Bowl 44? Yeah, Super Bowl 44. The Saints beat the Colts 31-17. We're not hoping for a redo of that. We're hoping for our revenge. And I feel like I said the word our oddly. We're hoping for our revenge. Show me some development increases. I gotta see some. How? How do we not? How am I not seeing any? How does Jalen Hurts not go up to star? Tell me. It's ridiculous. Offensive player of the week in the conference championship. He's got to go up somehow. It's a Super Bowl week. He's not going up. It's not happening. And then defensively, Raekwon McMillan goes up to superstar. That's very cool. Nobody else, though. Man, this is just a roller coaster of ups and downs. But we're going to go ahead and hop in. Super Bowl Dallas. Where was the last one? Sun Life Stadium. Former Sun Life Stadium in Florida. And the Saints are at 88 overall? Wow, you never see a team be that high. But let's go ahead and hop in and win a Super Bowl. Logan Ryan got an interception. I guess he's on the Saints now, and the Saints are up. I don't even know who their quarterback would be, and they're crushing us. 28-10, 35-10. The offense is just not bringing it. The defense is also terrible, as we're allowing a touchdown every single time pretty much. The final score is 49-31. What was the last final? 31-17. So, I mean, we scored 31 points, which is what the Saints had last time. However, they beat us by 18. So, not exactly ideal. But you can't win them all. There was no point to jump in. We were down by too much. It's not like we could have brought it back. It's unfortunate. But we're going to be back next year, hopefully. The team's good. I'm so annoyed that we're not getting any development trait increases on, like, Jalen Hurts. And even so, like, it's not like he would develop so much faster. But it's just, it looks nicer, and that's part of it for me. I like the appearance. Costanzo's down to a 77. Nyheim Hines I want to bring back. He's still cheap. What does he want? Higher salary? I mean, that's fine. It's not really that much. Do you want to return? There we go. Nyheim Hines is back. It's a good backup running back. Our offense has been so potent, except for in the Super Bowl. We got free agency here. We could use a guard. Glowinski's gone. Costanzo, who we moved to guard, is gone. So we're one offensive lineman away from having an unbelievable offensive line. And then we still could stand to improve the defense. I'm looking at safety. But yeah, right guard we, of course, need. But otherwise, this O-line is maybe the best O-line I've ever had. Other than, the Cowboys probably. Not a little bit better. Could use a stud receiver still, even though we have 3 pretty good ones. And then defensively, which is the weak part of the team, I need strong safety. I could use a stud cornerback. I could use an edge rusher, as Justin Houston is down to an 82. But other than that, man, we are in a pretty good spot. There's not really anyone that I want in free agency is the thing. Connor Williams, maybe? I feel like I could just draft somebody at that point. If I can get him for nothing, I'm in. And I know I saw Eric Flowers too. Not a chance. Not a dream of that happening. Of course, I'm a Giants fan. Not really a big Eric Flowers guy, believe it or not. As it was not fun watching the most polite tackle in NFL history. Oh, after you, sir. To every pass rusher that would rush by. But will we bring in Connor Williams? Nope. Whatever. We pick at number 4 overall. Who did I get that pick from? Does it really matter? Not really. Could go offensive line here. Kind of boring, so I'm not going to do that. Who is this? Who is this tackling beast? Any zone type, which means he probably has pretty good zone. A little slow, but Orlando Austin looks like a stud. All right, I definitely have some players I want to target. Hopefully that safety's there at number 4, which I think he should be. And hopefully one of 2 players is available at 31. It's a long way. I think Austin's going to help us out a lot. I think he's a perfect strong safety. He's a 77 overall, ranked number 3 in the class. We took him at number 4. 89 speed, 78 zone, 82 hit power. 73 tackle, 82 pursuit. Block shed's a bit low. Awareness is high. He looks like a really, really good player. And also with those mutton chops, he looks like he's straight from 1960. He's ready to play. He's bringing back that 1960s style play with the speed, a little bit the hit power. Kind of can do it all. And I hope to God at least one of these players is available at 31. I could trade up. I'm not going to. We'll see what happens as Brandon Bryan with a Y. I hate that name. So they're actually both still available. I might be able to draft both of these guys. First one's going to be Benjamin Sharp out of Oregon, power rusher. And it's pretty rare that you see a rush end or an edge rusher in general, we'll say, because he's a left outside linebacker, have power and finesse moves both being their top skills. So I think Benjamin Sharp's going to be crazy. And he said, hey, Roger Goodell, you son of a bitch. If you think I'm doing your combine, you're smoking crystal meth, you addict. Taking Benjamin Sharp here. He is a 73 overall normal development. That is the letdown of a lifetime. Number 17 in the class, we took him at 31. Good speed, good power, and finesse moves, clearly. I think he'd be a pretty good defensive end. I really do. His man coverage and zone coverage really, I mean, it's not that bad for a primary pass rusher. His agility is crazy high, which makes no sense. I think he could be a really good defensive end for us to replace Justin Houston. And just a few picks later, if that defensive tackle is available, I'm going to be so happy because I think he's going to be a really good player too. And he is. Sylvester Ware out of Oklahoma State. He's got high finesse moves, high hit power, high tackle. His combine's crazy, only 21 years old. I think he's going to be a beast. And he is. Number 4 in the class. We took him at 36, 77 overall, only normal development. He's got good strength. He's pretty much good everything. He's really well-rounded, high finesse moves, pretty good block shed. Power moves is low, but that doesn't really matter. I would say it's a really good draft for us so far. The only thing that's a bit disappointing are the normal development traits on those 2 second-round picks. Or one was number 31, but whatever. Ooh, who is this? Deion Meeks out of UCLA? Looks like a monster. Amazing top skills. Really strong. 6'8", 336. This is Alex Boone. He's going to play guard. And he is a 75 overall. Ranked number 8 in the class. We took him at 63. Once again, only normal development. But look how good he is. 91 strength. Amazing blocking attributes in general. He's only got one stat that's in the yellow for his blocking. So, wow. What a draft this has been. That wasn't even a player I had on my draft board either. That was just like pretty lucky that I saw he was a first-round potential. So that was really good. Anyone else in here even worth taking? Not really. Definitely not, actually, I could say. But other than all the normal developments, like that's kind of like the one thing where it's kind of like, kind of meh about this draft. But we've taken some really high overall players. Just the entire draft worked out where I could take exactly who I wanted. But I can turn this 3, a 4, and a 5 into like a second next year. So I might just do that from the Bears or something. Will you make this trade happen? No, it's too good of a second-round pick. All right, we'll get it from somebody else, like the Bengals. What about this? You in? All right. All right, there we go. Second-round pick from the Texans for the same trade package. Boom. That's the end of the draft. Damn, T.Y. Hilton's down to an 84. That kind of sucks. Also, yeah, Meeks is going to play right guard. I think I said right tackle. Maybe I did say right guard. He's going to play right guard. Either way, he looks like he could be a beast. And, yeah, 6'8" is pretty big for a guard, but that's why I said Alex Boone, because he was a 6'8" guard that I can recall. 76 overall. And then defensively, we have a lot of options here with what we want to do. Like, Ware looks amazing. Justin Houston is old. So here's what's going to happen. Epinez is going to move back over to right end. Could be a really, really good fit for him. And what we're going to do is move Houston to be a backup. That's going to be fine. Epinez is 91 overall. Ware's going to start just because I think he's a beast. Who else did we take? We took Sharp. I don't know how we'll rotate him in. Austin's going to start over Kari Willis. Other than that, I think we're good, man. So this is the team. You guys saw it pretty much. I think it's going to be a good team, man. We have a lot of potential. Hopefully Austin's got a good development trait, and hopefully some of those other rookies gain a development trait. We were so amazing last year. I think it'd be a tough, tall task to ask. A lot of rhyming going on there. To replicate that magic from the previous season. But we shall see. Yeah, we're 3-5. Apparently not the ever greatest. We are bad. The Colts playbook, not the glitch. We were tricked, hoodwinked, fooled, led astray. Whatever Stephen A says in that. I mean, the numbers aren't even that bad. Is it defense? I don't know. I liked how the defense performed last year. A lot of sacks. Breakout challenge for, who is this? Who's this feller? Is it receiver KJ Hill? Is that who this is? 3 touchdowns. What the? You're out of your mind. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get close. Oh, man. Austin's got Superstar X Factor. Let's get it. He's got Zone Hawk. What a pick that has turned out to be. 3 Superstar X Factors on defense. We got to get that activated, right? No? No, why would you not be starting? Hold on. Does he have to be like... No, he has it. Why would it not be activating? I know he needs to be a certain overall to get these ability slots, but he should have the Zone Hawk automatically. Why would that not be a zone ability that's lighting up? This is a scheme. There we go. We got it now. Hopefully didn't like screw up what I want to do here. Although it's not like we're incredibly successful anyway. Have to re-sign some players. Nah, it looks about how I want it. Yeah, so I'm cool with this. Quentin Nelson needs to be re-signed. Rock Ya-Sin, same deal. Bobby Okereke, same deal. Justin Houston can go. Kari Willis can go. Paris Campbell, unfortunately, we do not need. We brought back Bobby Okereke, Rock Ya-Sin, and Quentin Nelson. So we got everyone we wanted. Doing quite well, except for the fact that we're 3-5. Are we going to make the playoffs? It seems unlikely. Oh, we made the playoffs. We 8-8. We didn't even win the division. We went 8-8 and got a wild card spot. That's crazy. Jalen Hurts once again being ridiculous. 4,100 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, only 11 picks. Marlon Mack is getting better, which is good to see. Receiving, Eric Ebron led the team in catches, tied for yards and most touchdowns. KJ Hill was good. T.Y. Hilton, nice number of catches. Henry Ruggs at 8 touchdowns. This is the type of separation I'm talking about. Or distribution. I don't know why I said separation. I don't know what words are, apparently. Defensively, we've got Raekwon McMillan having a great season. 13 tackles for loss with 121 tackles. Javon Kinlaw, great season as well. Sacks are way down this season. But I think they're still in a pretty good spot. Austin had 2 picks and a sack, 2 tackles for loss, 96 tackles. He's probably going to compete heavily for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I would say he's definitely going to be up there as Josh Allen wins MVP. Jalen Hurts at 8. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts at 7. Defensive Player of the Year, Drew Tranquil. Okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Sheldon Keys. No Colts. Defensive Rookie of the Year, D. Murray. Orlando Austin at 2. Sylvester Ware at 3. We just missed out. And look at all the Chargers in here, a.k.a. the Bulls. They got something about their playbooks too, man. I don't know. We're going to find the greatest combo ever eventually. The Colts has got to be up there. Our offensive success has been nearly unmatched. Will we beat the Big Apple Field is their name? I'm upset. They moved to New York City. They beat us. The Bulls, I hate you a lot. Big Apple Field. I want to die. We got a lot of money still. So, what's the move? Top cornerback? DK Metcalf? Sean Murphy Bunting? Let's get DK. DK does not have a lot of big offers. Long-term deal. We can even bring the money down based on the offers that he has. Not a lot there. I feel like we could bring him in for that. Sean Gary's here. Raekwon McMillan went up to Superstar X Factor. That's sick. Imagine getting so excited for that, but I always do. It's just that red pops so much. T.Y. Hilton's so bad now. We need to be better than T.Y. Hilton. And then look at all the Superstar X Factor. Raekwon McMillan does not have a Superstar X Factor ability, apparently. Selfless. No outsiders. Defenders with this ability use faster run shed moves for a better chance at shedding blocks against outside zone plays. Okay. All right, I'll see you there. Ooh, Kenny Moore went up to Superstar. Yeah, this team's pretty sick, actually. I feel like Selfless would be a better one to have than Run Stuffer, just because all the zone abilities light up if he gets into the zone with Selfless. So I feel like, I don't know how that would play in simulation, but I feel like that's one that we need to have in there. Our defense is great. It really is. The only thing we could use is a number 1 corner. Safety's great. Defensive line, I think, is great. I don't think we need another D tackle. And then we're missing a stud receiver, maybe. Jalen Hurts is finally up. Star development. Finally. The team is so good. We don't really have a hole. And we got DK Metcalf. Beautiful. We'll simulate to the draft. This will probably be the final season. Picking at number 22 overall. Might trade up if there's a player who is good enough. Eddie McFadden looks pretty damn good out of UCF. We'll put him on the board. We won't be able to get him. Sean Gibson. That's like Deshaun Gibson. Except he's like, how about I take out the "t" and put another N in Sean for no reason. Some good cornerbacks. Some really good-looking cornerbacks. Probably will end up taking one of them. We pick at 21. Looks like a good safety here in Lee Prince. I don't really know what we want to do just yet, but really good players in this class. Quincy Henley looks good. Virgil Powell has man coverage and an amazing combine. Looks like he could be a beast of a player. Just I don't know what we want quite yet. Trey Barnes looks quite good. Some good middle linebackers in there. We're trading Charleston Rambo, just 5th receiver on the team. We don't need him. A 2nd and a 1st next year for number 8 from the Philadelphia Eagles, just because I want to trade up and potentially land one of these top cornerbacks in the class to see if they can become like, an amazing cornerback for us, even in season number 1. And I think Gilbert Hills is going to be that guy. Looks like a beast of a player. So that's going to be the guy out of Ohio State. 77 overall, ranked number 3 in the class. We took him at number 8. Star, better development. And he's well-rounded in terms of coverage, too. Good, man is not terrible. Amazing speed, good press, good everything. Gilbert Hills is going to start for sure in season 1. Probably over Rock Ya-Sin. So we'll simulate to pick 22. I don't know what's going to be available, clearly. But if there's a good player, there's a good chance we take him. See if we can improve our team. I don't really have a lot watched here. What's on my draft board? Just a tackle? Let's go with a backup running back. Matthias Franklin, even though we already have Nyheim Hines. Matthias Franklin's a receiving back, and I think that's a good complement to what we have going on already. 77 overall, star, better development, ranked number 4 in the class. I don't mind it. Good trucking, too. Good strength. Oh, he does everything well, huh? Well, I am a big fan of that pick. Here's a good tackle. Russell Blatchford. Just looks like he could be a good player if he has a good development trait. Might start him. 75 overall, normal dev. Number 17 in the class. We took him at 54. So a good player, but based on this being the final season, probably not going to play a big role for us, clearly. So these are how, the specialists and how that's going to shape up. Franklin's going to be our 3rd down running back. Hills is going to play in the nickel as well as being our 2nd corner. Really excited about him. He should be a really, really good player. If he has like superstar X factor, that's even better. Clearly, that'd be amazing. And then offensively, Franklin, I guess he's going to play some fullback for us and backup running back. Good group of 4 receivers. Since T.Y. Hilton's our main slot, he's even going to play a lot. So there are going to be 4 receivers who gets targets this year. We're an 89 overall. And I think this team has the potential to be really, really successful. I will see you guys at the midseason mark. 4-3, that's what I'm talking about. Pure dominance on the football field, on the gridiron, on the turf that we've never even seen before. We're an 89 overall. Not too bad. I'm not going to worry about re-signing anybody. Franklin's got superstar development. Not the player I'd want to have it, honestly. But it's cool that somebody does. Hills only has star. Get benched for Rock Ya-Sin. I don't know. It's still a good team. You're hoping for more, but the running back has superstar dev. Like, whatever, dude. Hopefully we make the playoffs. All we need to do is win half of our games, and we'll likely get in. So I'd love to do more than that, but it's all we need. And we didn't do even that. No, we did. 9-7. The Jags went 9-7. The Titans went 9-7. Everybody went 9-7, and we missed the playoffs. So in this rebuild, the story is we were amazing. We made the Super Bowl. We did not win. And that's the end of the video. That's a tough scene. Tough scene. But this is what the final team looks like. It's a solid team for sure. A bunch of beasts out here. Really love the way the team came together. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Jalen Hurts is a beast. Maybe this won't be the last time we draft him, but I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.